Alyson Tabbitha, and I've been cosplaying for 10 years.
My name is David Eldredge, and I've been cosplaying for almost 10 years.
Hi, my name is Sammi, and I go by Kaye Cosplay, and I've been cosplaying for about 20 years.
Cosplay is dressing up as characters from different comics, media, movies, anime, etc.
So it's about making or purchasing, crafting a costume, the artistry that goes into it, and the acting and portrayal of that character.
Cosplay is like a bunch of arts. You're hairstylist, makeup artist, you're filming, you're posing, you're acting, you're getting into character role playing. It's just so many different art forms in one. So it's just like a really good, creative, community-based hobby.
I think I kind of like the artistic element of it, and I'm not someone who's very good at the arts myself, but it's one of the few ways I do kind of feel like I get to express myself, kind of bring characters to life, interact with other people socially as well.
I'm not very loud in my fashion choices, so it's kind of fun to be able to take cosplay and use that as a way to express myself in any kind of way that I want. If I want to feel shiny and sparkly one day, or if I want to be like covered in velvet and feel very regal and royal, I can do that as well.
Every Halloween we went all out and like went insane with our costumes. Any excuse to dress up, my family would. So it's just always kind of been a part of my upbringing. So when I found out you could do it all year long, I was like, okay, this is perfect. I definitely want a piece of this.
For me, I think the main things that draw me to a character, one, the obvious one, do I like the character? Do I think the character looks cool or be fun to dress up as? And then also if I think I could pull off the character well.
I choose characters based on what I really love first, because the amount of work I put into the costume, if I didn't love it, I would not be able to commit the amount of time it takes to make it.
Cosplay takes an enormous amount of time.
First, you gotta decide what you're gonna be. And then you have to look up a lot of reference images to figure out the details.
You're doing research on the different material types.
What stuff I can thrift shop, what stuff I can make, what stuff I'm just gonna have to buy.
Okay, now you have to put it together. You have to stitch it.
Fix it up with spray paint.
Now you have to iron it.
Hot glue it and made this messy thing.
And then cut it into pieces and then reconstruct the pieces.
Half of when you're making the costume is crunch time, maybe about a week before. That's when really everything starts to get done.
The biggest process for me is just dissecting it and building it together in my head, because you have to take it apart visually or mentally and then put it back together in a way that would work in the real world, especially when you're making fake characters.
The cosplay definitely is a transformative art form. It's something that people can use to become somebody else.
Whenever I get into a new character, I kind of snap. I do think I like switch in my brain. I'll see myself in the mirror and I won't recognize myself. And then I'll think of the character that I'm dressed as and how they act and how they perform, and it kind of just like becomes how I move. Like when I'm Jack Sparrow, suddenly I'm walking around my dogs in my house like, hey puppy. Or like when I'm Joker, I'm like, suddenly my mood shifts. Or when I'm Catwoman, I'm like, okay. Or Wonder Woman, I'm stoic. So I do think just putting on the costume, I suddenly just snap into a different character and kind of embody it, not just visually, but physically.
Sokka is one where our personalities are like this, so I just have to nudge it over just a tiny bit, and it's almost this weird balance where I feel like myself and Sokka.
For example, Carlotta, she's very, very boisterous. She's a diva, you know, she's kind of arrogant, she's very self-confident, and that's kind of the qualities that I lack. I'm a little bit more humble, a little bit more quiet, so when I put the Carlotta costume on, I'm the diva.
I think each character pulls a part out of me that I might have not even been that aware of. I think everybody has little pieces of them that they could draw from, because people are complex and all that.
Because if you think about it, if you're shy, you don't want people to look at you. You might put on a costume. You're not you. You're somebody else right now. I'm not Sammi when I put on a costume, I'm Ursula. And Ursula has no fear. She wants people to look at her. She demands the attention. So when I put on a costume, I'm no longer myself, so that fear and those anxieties kind of go away.
I did gain a lot of confidence dressing as other people, which is so weird because it's like, how do you gain confidence in yourself being someone else? But it's like, you kind of get the freedom to explore who you are behind the facade of someone else. It's so nice to be able to dress up as a character you love, and then you walk out and everybody knows what you love the second you step out the door. So it's like wearing your heart on your sleeve, and you're inviting people to talk about your heart.
I kind of found how much of like a communal experience it is, where you get to celebrate that with other people who have a lot of the same passions, whereas you know, you might not meet a lot of people who necessarily like every niche thing that you like, but then you see somebody dressed up as it, and you don't have to fish around for it. You just know if they're dressed up as it too, they're just as passionate as you are.
I go to conventions and I meet people that have similar interests, and we have shared experiences, and I get to have lifelong friendships and connections with people.
I think cosplay has really impacted my life in the sense that I get a creative outlet, and then it's kind of a way to just break up the monotony of life, to do something that you're just passionate about because you enjoy it and for no other reason.
And I've been able to take my experiences and my talent as a cosplayer, and I've been able to get a job working for Disney, making costumes for Disney. So costumes and cosplay and crafting really encompass my entire life.
And not to be dramatic, but I think cosplay means everything to me. Without it, I would be missing a piece of myself. I encourage everybody who hasn't tried it and has even a tiny bit of interest to try it, because it is so much fun, and you don't have any idea how much fun it is until you are in it. And all you have to do is put on a costume and go out. It's pretty easy.
See the terribleness of taking this mask off.
That's a picture wrap for me, Alyson Tabbitha. All right, I'm out of here.